everybody, and welcome to, well, my server. Um, First of all, this is roughly where you're going to be spawning when you join the server. And just to explain a few things, this is a little bunker that you are encouraged to use if you spawn in during the night, and you obviously would like some place safe to stay. That's what that's for. Also, there will be a book of rules and assorted other information in there, which you will be expected to read at least. And so obviously, one thing you might notice is we have a morph mod, we have a hats mod, to get the hat, simply kill the animal, and then to access it, the default key is press H, select the hat, click done, and boom. Well, it doesn't show up in bat form. And also, bat form can obviously fly, but only after you have visited the Nether. So it's not an immediate ability to fly. So let's see, in here you can see I've left most of the chests full of stuff, simply because, well, I figure it's you guys's. It's, sorry, my brain's not working today, so, anyways, let's just say, even though I have been playing around on my server for a week or so now, I have obviously left a lot of lootable chests still in the world. So you don't have to worry about that. Going to take you to the base that I've been constructing. I haven't quite decided what I intend to do with it yet, but I'm thinking maybe have it as sort of a central hub to help people when they first join, to help give them a bit of a safe place to start working. But I might just completely decide to do something else with it. Alright, so... And unfortunately, the mod pack doesn't actually come with a decent minimap, so you guys are going to have to make do with the one that comes with the mod pack, because unfortunately they didn't bother to put a decent minimap in, so yeah. As you can see right here, we have an NPC village not overly far from spawn. I know it's not very close to spawn either, but also, in case you don't know how morph works, what you do is the first time you kill an animal or mob or creature, you will acquire the ability to morph into that particular creature or whatever you killed. And keep in mind, you will also take on the characteristics of that creature. So, using the Endermen as an example, you know Endermen are damaged by water. So you can't go into a water when you morph into an Enderman or you die. If you morph into, say, a squid, you can breathe underwater for an infinite amount of time, However, should you come above the surface of the water, you will start dying. Now this, I might as well explain it now. This is a ring to summon the Earth Guardian, and I will explain what that is in a little bit here. So, I should also mention that I actually had my base originally was up on this slime island that you can see way up there in the distance. You can see a bit of cobblestone built out. That's where I used to have my base. Has a house already built on it. It has areas for you to build farms already. I obviously removed all my equipment and such from it, but you guys, if you can get up there, you're welcome to inhabit that house. This is the base that I moved to. As you can see, it has a lot of cool stuff on it. So, I will show you that as soon as I sleep real quick. Okay. So first of all, in case you didn't know, this server is running the Direwolf 20 pack from Feed the Beast. So that is the mod pack you will have to download from the Feed the Beast launcher. Now, you might be wondering what these are, and they are called Ender Lilies from Extra Utilities, as you can see there. Basically, they grow ender pearls. Very handy. And they can only be found in dungeon chests, so keep that in mind. And you might be wondering how I got Endstone without having a portal to the end. Well, using thermal expansion, all you need to do is melt down ender pearls in a magma crucible. Use the fluid transposer to put the molten ender into a block of sandstone, and you get a piece of endstone. Very simple. Now, I will give you a tour of the area. This is a tree farm that, as you can see, uses Steve's carts. This is pretty much just a demonstration farm. It's not an entirely legitimate farm. So basically I have a solar engine, coal engine, 2 advanced smelters, and chests, as well as obviously the woodcutter. And so basically it goes around cutting down trees. It stops at this cargo manager, and using the advanced detector rail, it unloads into the cargo manager. The cargo manager is piped into these item ducts, which is piped into these barrels. As you can see, we have saplings, wood, apples, and charcoal. And any extra items that can't fit in the barrels are sent to the trash can to be voided. Excuse me. And as you can see, I'm also using a hybrid logistics pipe and ME network to... I'm stuck. Well, basically, I have most of the stuff stored in an ME network, but I still use logistics pipes to provide my base with power. So, I still have a few odds and ends here and there. Like I said, I decided against making this my permanent base. You can see I've got industrial craft going. Well, you could see that just from the nano suit, nano armor, the drill, chainsaw, all that good stuff. So, I also have a mass fabricator running, as well as the necessary components to use the UU matter. Which, by the way, you need a scanner, pattern storage, and replicator, in addition to the mass fabricator. You can also see I've built everything in the Tinker's construct. Have a special little sword I built. And this is the Ars Magica stuff. You need a Oculus and an inscription table. And this obviously is my ME storage, well, access. And you might be wondering where all those diamonds came from. It's pretty simple. I had the mass fabricator, well, I had the replicator make several stacks of diamonds. So, this is my basement, and this provides my entire base power. We have steam dynamos, 4 of them, that are obviously powered by charcoal being created from the tree farm, and I'm using a supplier logistics pipe for each one to make sure that the steam dynamos are kept stocked with a full stack of charcoal at all times. And these dynamos provide my entire base power, pretty much. I'm using redstone energy conduits in a redstone energy cell. You can see that's the logistics power junction. That's for the logistics pipe network. In here we have a little... well, I have igneous extruders set up from thermal expansion, and they are piping items into these recyclers from Industrial Craft, which are then piping into an auto crafting, or an auto workbench, which is making scrap boxes, and all that is being transferred into the mass fabricator up there. As you can see, I also have a assembly table here with lasers. This is a Railcraft tank with liquid XP. That's where I keep all my levels safe. Using the, well, it's a tank from thermal expansion and then an XP drain from, I think, extra utilities. And over here you can see this is where I store my UU matter. And that's also where I pipe the UU matter out into the replicator. And then here you can see the whole ME setup. You got the terminal, the controller, the drive, and then these barrels are to prevent, well, all this stuff from clogging up the network with tons of it. So, and these are elevator blocks from OpenBlocks. They are extremely useful. Oh, the XP drain is from OpenBlocks, my bad. And then obviously for the Industrial Craft stuff, I have a bunch of high voltage solar arrays powering everything. Okay, and that's pretty much the workshop sort of thing. I went and got myself stuck in this area again. But fortunately, being a bat is extremely useful for situations like that. So, as you can see here, I have a rubber tree farm for Industrial Craft. I got a reed farm, a very big one because I use a lot of reeds. Now this was a cotton farm that I had automated, but when I updated to a ME storage system instead of logistics pipes, I had to redo all the sorting systems, so I had to disable the cotton farm here. But basically I had a couple golems tending the cotton farm. And over here we have a wheat field, and you might be wondering what in the world that is. I mean, it's obvious it's a sprinkler, but it's a sprinkler added by OpenBlocks. But it has to have a water source beneath it, so we have a tank, also from OpenBlocks. Beneath that we have a aqueous accumulator with an infinite water source beneath that, and that Sort of acts like bone meal. It greatly increases the rate at which crops grow. Obviously, you can see here my barley field, and I have berry bushes, of course. And I have these stone slabs to prevent the bushes from growing in a way that I don't want them to. Um, so that's my current farm setup. Um, then, obviously in the cobblestone building, we have the portal to the nether. I've been using iron doors and obsidian pressure plates. Over here is a Thaumcraft tower built out of reinforced stone and glass from Industrial Craft, but it houses all the Thaumcraft stuff I've done. You got the Crucible, Arcane Work Table, Deconstruction Table, Research Table. That's a chest where all my notes are. You got the Infusion Altar, the jars, the Alchemical Furnace. Up here is where I've begun constructing a wand recharge area. You can barely see it, but yeah, there's a node right there. And also I use a special Thaumcraft thingy. Let me get my Thaumonomicon here. Hang on. It is this stuff. Basically, you use that in like a building like this, and you basically have light suffusing. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but basically you have light in the entire room without the need for torches or blocks or anything like that. Now you might notice the spell that I just cast again, and well, that's obviously from Ars Magica, as is this stuff. What I have here is 2 light nexuses, diamond caps. The caps can be made out of multiple different materials, but for the light nexus you have to have the pillars made out of a block of quartz. And then I have a essence nexus, which runs off of liquid essence that you insert there. I got an arcane reconstructor, a couple mana batteries. This is my crafting altar, made from witchwood planks and capped off with diamond blocks. And I am going to real quick have a quick sleep, and then I will I mean, that's pretty much the entirety of this base, really. I don't want to get too in-depth with how I built all this, because I am hoping that my replacement for Hexit is going to be a sort of Let's Play series on the server here. But, not sure how that's going to turn out yet. So also, just to show you a bunch of the spells I've constructed. We have the basic fireball spell, we have this, which is fireball and physical damage. We have an ice projectile, we have a regen and heal spell. We have a projectile that places a magical light source on the ground. We have a lightning bolt, we have a projectile that can dig stuff, we have night vision, we have the ability to hoe and seed a block all in one cast, and we have a block that basically acts like a sickle, at least on leaves. And yeah, I guess I'll go out to my quarry here and show you guys that, and then I will go ahead and start wrapping up. Although I'll go ahead and start wrapping up now. So basically, this is the server that I promised you guys I would get up and running. So there's a few things that you'll need to do to join it. First of all, like I said, you will need to get the Feed the Beast launcher. I will put the link in the description. And then, it's not like the Technic launcher. Basically, when you download and install the Feed the Beast launcher, it gives you a list of Feed the Beast mod packs. You select which one you want, it downloads it, installs it, boom, you're ready to go. And so you will want the latest version of the Direwolf 20 pack. And yeah, this is my quarry. I turned part of the old quarry into a arena for battling a water guardian. But like I said, I'll get into all this stuff hopefully at a later date. And right, so obviously you're going to need the mod pack, which like I said, Direwolf 20, latest version. And secondly, let me be clear. This is going to be a community server for the community, specifically for my community, as in everyone who has supported my channel and all that. And as a result of that, you will need to be whitelisted on the server to join, because I don't want just anyone to watch the video and then join my server. I want the people who have been supporting my channel to be the only ones able to join my server. So what you're going to need to do is send me a message on YouTube telling me your Minecraft name, and I will add it to the whitelist, and I will also send a message back to you with the server IP address, and that's that. That's how you'll be able to join. Now, also, understand that as it is a community server, you are expected to, act like a community, help each other out, respect other people's property, and generally don't be a nuisance. And if you are a nuisance, or if you're stealing from other people without asking, or if you're basically breaking any rules on the server, understand that you will be removed from the server, either kicked or banned, depending on how serious the rule is that you broke. So keep that in mind. This is a server where you are supposed to join, be able to build, have fun, and that's it. But if you are making a pest out of yourself and not letting people have fun, or have people always worrying about whether their build's going to get destroyed, you will be removed from the server. So, yeah, that I think is pretty much everything for now. Although, like I said, keep in mind, I am hoping to be recording some sort of series on this server that will hopefully be going up on my channel. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and as always, let me know what you guys thought down in the comments. And I do also want to take some time to thank you guys so much for all your support. We hit 130 subscribers. Sorry, my voice is croaking. And we have also hit almost 11,500 total views on the channel, which is just, it's mind-blowing, to be honest. I never ever thought my channel would get to something like this. And I just... Yay! My server just crashed. Don't worry, that is like the first time in like 3 weeks that I've been using my server that's happened. So it's a pretty stable server. Um, I've just kind of been having a bad day with it today, unfortunately. So yeah, this quite firmly wraps this video up, and so yeah, I hope to see you guys on my server. And I will also see you Monday for more Assassin's Creed 4. Bye!